This one is a second level skill, but it's not a complicated skill. So there are two parts to this. So the first part is that all of us subconsciously, every human that I've ever met, understands that, and this is a subconscious thing, but when you say it, people get it. Understand that most people, when they're listening to someone else talk, are not truly engaged in listening to what the person is saying. They're busy thinking about what they're going to say next, what they're going to say to respond. And so I say that so that you can realize when you're doing a sales presentation and you have a planned script, which is the best thing to have, if the person says something and you know what the correct response is, you know what to say, but you say it immediately, you sound patronizing. You sound like you were busy contemplating your response and weren't truly listening. But if you just give it a pause, if you just wait a 2 beat, a 1 second, a 2 second before you respond, then it comes across to the person, even though they don't consciously think this, but it comes across to them that you are actively engaged in listening, that you are hanging on their every word. And the reason you had to pause is because you weren't busy thinking about what you were going to say. You were listening. And when they stopped talking, then it took you a second or two to formulate your response and to then say whatever you're going to say back. It comes across that you're much more engaged, that you're much more interesting. So because of that, here is the skill. Learn to pause for things to land, but only use silence if you want a response. See, if you pause too long, then they're going to feel uncomfortable and fill the gap with conversation. And if you want conversation, that's part of the skill. Be silent long enough for them to respond. If you ask a question and they don't respond right away, you just stay quiet and let them think about the answer until they do. You stay silent until you get a response. If you're in closing and you've asked for the sale, you stay silent until you get the response to your question. But if all you want is something to land, for them to hear what you said and be engaged, you need to pause so they have time to process it, talk in sound bites